You know, as you asked that question, Alice, I was thinking to myself, okay, what's the biggest challenge? What is challenging right now? And I would say, ironically, it's what to do with all the energy.
Yeah.
For me, that's been one of my biggest challenges. What do I do with it all? You know,
You're
when you
right.
realize it, go ahead.
You're right, exactly.
Oh, okay. So somebody can hear me in here. So Annabella, oh, that's Annabella.
Yes.
Beautiful. So you resonate, you get where I'm coming from.
Oh, a lot I resonate. I sleep very less. So sometimes, I mean, now I get used and now I enjoy. But at the beginning, I was like, what I'm gonna do? I was getting boring, you know?
Hmm. Hmm. Because you know, a lot of the energy and a lot of the time, a lot of the resources, a lot of the mental faculties, the psychic energy was taken up for so much of my life in consumption, you know? So my energy was going towards, okay, thinking about food, going out to the grocery store, finding the food, buying the food, bringing the food back, cooking the food, making the food, preparing the food, eating the food, cleaning the dishes, washing them, putting it away, and then I have to
Too
deal
much
with
job. Too much
the
job.
yeah, you know, then you deal with the digestion and everything that comes after the ingestion, you know.
Yes.
So there was I was living in a constant state of, you know, constipation. There was just a lot of things that I was living with that were very normal for me. You know, I almost thought like everyone lives like this. I didn't know people didn't live like that. I thought this was normal, you know? So when I was doing something that to others was very abnormal, you know, I'm no longer envious of when I see people eating, you know? It's not that I'm judging, but I'm no longer envious. I'm no longer jealous of what's on somebody's plate or what somebody ate. You know, I had friends, I was over at friends' house and they were cooking something and they were like, "Are you sure?" Like, man, I feel guilty eating this in front of you. You sure you can't have this? You don't want anything? You know, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, you know? And it was like they felt guilty eating around me when I was not eating. And so
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
you
yeah,
resonate.
exactly. I resonate a lot. People say, "Oh my gosh, you deprivate yourself." Sorry if I eat in front of you, but no problem for me. People they don't understand.
Right.
Literally, when you are in another state, you don't
Mhm.
care. You literally don't care,
I
and
literally
it's
had that,
amazing.
Annabelle, last week as well.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
amazing because you cut totally the addiction from the food. So now I'm like, sometimes I eat fruits just because I want to sleep, you know?
Exactly.
Literally, I use the food like to sleep, but I cannot, of course, eat cooked food. I cannot eat fat, just the pure fruits, you know, or maybe cucumber maximum.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah,
Right. So
but so I
that's
can
that,
sleep, so I can sleep sometimes.
yeah, you know, that was my same here, you know, as a form of sedation, you know, to put myself back into a feeling of sedation and relaxation. And so now when the energy is high, I'm figuring out, okay, where do I put this energy? You know, because I know that it can either be towards something productive, something constructive, or something destructive. You know, for myself, I go right back in, you know, and dig myself into another hole with something if I'm not conscious, if I'm not aware of where that energy is flowing and going. So that's what I would say would be the challenge to get creative. Had to get creative.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jerome. That was so awesome. Thank you.
Bless.